Hi Mr. Sulaiman and Madam Josephine. Before I start with my presentation, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Runai from 80-206B. Under Supervisor Professor Madia, Margaret Chan Kit Yok. My final year project title is The Effect of Apple Cider Vinegar and Aspirin as a Marketing Hormone on Sisgum Achum or Rose Apple. Okay, let's start with abstract. Marketing is the part of plant propagation. Marketing, or known as layering, is important in plantation industry nowadays. Marketing is the process of produce the new plant from the rootstock plant. Usually, the agriculture agency they are using the NAA types of hormone. But in these research studies, the uses of home necessities such as apple cider vinegar and aspirin has used as a hormone. Apple cider vinegar and aspirin enhance the length of root to produce. The research studies was conducted at Stapang, Sarawak. This research started on 16 March until 5th April of 2021. The results have taken after 20 days. In these studies, there are two types of treatment that has used, which is apple cider vinegar and aspirin. The amount that I has been used is 250 mg for each treatment. The experiment will have total 60 experiments has successfully developed the root. The results analyzed using the statistical package for the science SPSS bar chart to see differences mean length of the root for each treatment. Continue with introduction. The rose apple is a fruit native to Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Indian subcontinent in Southeast Asia. Various other names are known as water apple, Jamaican apple, wax jambu, and bear fruit. It is a fruit shape like a bear, may be red, yellow, or green in color. The rose apple tree, if a vegetative propagate, can grow within 4 years. Fruit mature 4 months after flowering, but if moisture and sunlight are not optimal, the yield will be low. Usually, the rose apple reproduces by seed. The seed inside the ripe fruit are used for planting. Asexual method of planting rose apple can be applied, such as cutting, layering, and grafting, which require hormone to induce rooting. Problem statement. Using seed for reproducing apple rose or rose apple takes time to mature. Usually it is taking until 4 years to mature, and the yield is also low. To obtain sufficient planting material for the rose apple for quick commercial production, asexual methods are appropriate. The best solution is to identify high-yielding mother stock and propagate through marketing. However, the success rate is very low unless the root hormone are used to induce rooting. Usually, the rooting hormone are expensive at the market. In Malaysia, it is around 7 ringgit 69 cents per 50 gram, thus affecting the farmer cost of operating. In most cases, the farmer usually avoid the use of rooting hormone due to the price. Due to farmer lack of knowledge, On how to do the marketing without using the rooting hormone depend on the use of resources in the house, but they do not have the success rate. The farmer needs to take another initiative by buying the rooting hormone. In addition, the farmers from rural areas find it hard to get the rooting hormone supply. Methodology and experimental design. There are two types of treatment involved in this study. T1 apple vinegar, T2 aspirin. The planting material and equipment that has been used in this treatment: rose apple tree, apple cider vinegar, aspirin, knife, plastic wrap, wire tie, sawdust, and ruler. Random complete block design has been used. There are few steps to conduct in this marketing process. First, healthy shoot with plenty of leaf of the rose apple was selected. The size of the stem of the shoot that has been chosen was about an ordinary pencil. The thickness and the length will depends on the plant size of the rose apple tree. Next, the strip of bark briefly as close as possible below a nut, grit and scrub by moving the knife circular motion around the stem. A similar is made generally about 2 cm until 5 cm below the first cut. Then the two cuts are connected by a straight cut and the bark is pried loose and removed. For slitting and wedging processes, the cut had to be traversed in the horizontal line that marked the knot at the point about the halfway of the thickness of the stem and terminate above the same knot. In other words, this slanting cut must be able to sever the horizontal connection of the knot. After that, an amount of sawdust was placed around the bark stem and wrapped with a plastic piece of plastic sheet. A transparent plastic sheet gathered and tied securely against the stem, which one edges under the bottom part of the bottom stem, and the other a short distance above the upper cut should be covered with a rooting medium because it is from this cut that root will form. Parameter of research study. In this study, the growth parameter consisting of the length of the root that appear after applying the rooting hormone. The length of the roots was measured after 20 days. After 20 days, the selected length of the root, which were the longest root, has been measured using the ruler. Result on this study: effects of the apple cider vinegar and aspirin as a marketing hormone on Zysgium acum rose apple has been taken. The performance of the length of the root has been taken after 20 days. In this table shown the result of the length of the root for each treatment. The total is have 16 samples of experiment. All of it are successful. Result for mean length of the root was taken and analyzed using SPSS data. The figures show the overall mean length of the root of marketing result for two treatments. Treatment 2 result recorded higher than treatment 1. The treatment 2 is higher than treatment 1 with a difference is 0.37 cm. Treatment 1 mean root length is 3.56 cm and for treatment 2 is 3.93 cm. And these are the figure for the mean length of the root that I mentioned here in the previous slide. Discussion. The time taken for the root to come out is really fast as using the naphthalene acetic acid NAA. Adding the epicytomenager and aspirin as a root marketing hormone were sufficient to support the length of the root for marketing. Organic gardeners also tend to avoid chemicals in the garden. Instead, prefer to cultivate plants with organic rooting hormones such as a viticulture. The year 2020. The natural and chemical treatment influence rooting, including rooting percentage, the number of primary and secondary root, primary length, root fresh and dry weight, and survival rate of the cutting Fatty L 2017. The record of results show the successful of using these two types of hormone as a marketing hormone. Show the difference in figure from the previous slide. 16 of sample has been recorded, reach the successful rate, but treatment 2, which is experience, show the higher means the length of the root compared to treatment 1, which is apple cider vinegar. Okay, we almost reached the end of the slide. In this slide shown the conclusion and recommendation. To conclude this study, the using of apple cider vinegar and aspirin as a marketing hormone is necessary to help farmer in the agriculture. There is a dividend in figure in the previous slide show that the apple cider vinegar and aspirin as a marketing hormone is the best solution for the farmers. The root that appear after applying of this type of treatment, same as using the NAA. The method of applying the treatment also similar with the method that has used usually in marketing, just changes the treatment. These two type of hormone really easy to find, cheaper, and the most important, it is really works. It can be used as substitute for naphthalene acetic acid NAA. The most important is the farmer can do the marketing, just use the home necessities. Thus, the apple cider vinegar and aspirin acts as organic hormone. The farmer can maintain and improve the plant nutrient. Last but not least, the farmer can increase their crop yield and reduce cost. That's all from me. Thank you.